Hey guys, welcome to Count Dooku discussion. We're going to be talking about Count Dooku tonight because I got something kind of fun. Star Wars Black Series Count Dooku. And I'm really excited about it because this is one of the rarest Black Series figures that has come out in 2020 so far. And I'm kind of hyped about it. I think they did a really good job with it. They're actually getting the likenesses a lot better now. If you look and if you notice, kind of compare the photos here, it's interesting. If you look at it, even in the shadows, you know, it's not lit the best, but you kind of see that the likeness is pretty good. We'll get it out of the box in a second, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of share that I got that. This just showed up today, this morning actually. Took a little while to get to me. This came out earlier in the year, and it was just hard to get. You know, I think it kind of at the apex of viral stuff, all that. But as it got harder to get, whatever. But I found a source who these were one per case, and he was able to pluck one from a case for me. So I want to say thank you to that person. I'm not going to name him because I don't want to get him in trouble. But anyway, so yeah, they really have improved the faces. There was a lot of issues with that in the beginning, but yeah, I was pretty stoked about that. I thought that was really, really cool. They did a good job. I'm going to unbox this in just a second and talk about that. But I wanted to share one thing because I had it pointed out to me in the first when I first linked to it or whatever, or showed it to people. I posted it on Instagram. I posted all kinds of pictures of stuff. But anyway, a lot of people make fun of the Count Dooku's lightsaber because it's kind of like that curved. I don't know if you can get a glimpse of that, but yeah, he's got kind of the curved lightsaber effect. And if you notice, he holds it kind of in a different way. Where he kind of like holds it in kind of a more elegant way. And I thought that was kind of interesting. And I always thought that was unusual, you know, compared to other characters, stuff like that. And he gets made fun of a lot for that. But I kind of thought the history of it was kind of cool. It's obviously symbolic of like, yeah, kind of a fencing style. You know, it represents an older time. He represents kind of an older generation. And I thought, you know, showing that was kind of neat. You know, it kind of puts him immediately in a different personality class than other people, other characters in the movies. And yeah, they're making a Black Series lightsaber of that too. I really want that, but I think I'd rather get it from Galaxy's Edge because then you could just get the hilt on its own. But I'm debating getting that. But anyway, what they said about Count Dooku, or rather what the actor said, Christopher Lee talked about Count Dooku a little bit, and I thought what he said was really interesting. He said he's very aloof, very self-contained, obviously completely fearless. He is extremely intelligent, perhaps more so than anyone else. He's obviously a man of immense power. I don't suppose that the question of moral values ever entered into his head. He's not immoral, he's amoral. Morality is a word that doesn't figure in his vocabulary at all. It's power, which is something that exists very much in our world today. And that's, again, what Christopher Lee said about the character Count Dooku. And I thought that was really cool and an interesting statement on the character. Obviously, the actor who's hired to play him is going to have a better insight than most people. But anyway, yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting. You know, his introduction into the movies, some felt it was a little bit abrupt, or they didn't know if he was, you know, there was, of course, the introduction of the plot point of Master Sifo-Dyas, things like that. But you know, there was always a discrepancy on who that was, but I guess that was answered in some of the ancillary TV shows. But anyway, I'm going to open this in just a second, but I thought something that was kind of cool was they revealed his history recently and kind of gave a rundown of him, of Dooku's early life, which you don't really get a glimpse of in the prequels. He was born on the planet Serenno to the planet's ruler Count Gora and his wife Countess Anna. which I thought was interesting because you didn't really know if there was a countess involved. As a child, he was force sensitive, and it manifested, and it kind of scared his father. It kind of spooked him, and he said he kind of dismissed and feared force users as freaks. You know, it was kind of a weird parent-son thing. Gora contacted the Jedi Order on Coruscant, and they said they told him to come and claim his son. But instead of waiting for the Seekers to arrive, Gora abandoned the infant Count Dooku on his palace at the edges of the forest without clothes or any ID or anything like that. So really terrible situation. And I guess spine wolves were going to eat him, and and he might have frozen to death too without his lack of clothes. But a Seeker found Dooku, infant Dooku, and brought him to the Jedi Temple. And that was on Coruscant, obviously, the Jedi Temple there. So they brought him in as a youngling, and he was integrated into the Hawkbat clan with other younglings, Zang, Araya, Arithterix, and Sifo-Dyas. So there's your Sifo-Dyas connection. And they were under of course, the direction of Jedi Master Terra Sanube. I'm going to order this. Sorry, I'm misspeaking. I'm really nervous today, but I'm going to open this in just a second. But before that, I just kind of wanted to go into the genesis of his character as a youngling growing up through the Jedi Temple. He was always someone who kind of strove to excel, and he worked himself really hard and got better results than most of his peers. He was always striving to remain within the boundaries of the rules set by his teachers. So he kind of distanced himself to from the other younglings, rather than trying to be their friend or anything like that. Because he had such a set of talents, it kind of clashed with the other younglings like Arath, because of Arath was frankly jealous because Dooku had superior abilities. So Arath was constantly insulting him and calling him oh, your excellency, because of his manner and his aristocratic manner. Anyway, Dooku was friends with Sifo-Dyas, and they were friends while they were younglings. And there was a point where they accompanied Grand Master Yoda. I'm sure you guys have heard of Yoda, obviously. And they went to the Galactic Festival, and they were there with the other Jedi. And during the course of the event, Dooku ran off from the group because he saw a girl there that he recognized. I think people were thinking, like, is he horny for this girl, or what is he kind of think? This guy's got a hard on for this girl over there. And you're not supposed to do that. If you're a Jedi, you got to keep that in your pants. But it wasn't like that. He said he just recognized her. Turns out, that's his sister Jenza. So there's kind of a, it's similar to the Luke Leia thing. Like in the Star Wars universe, you kind of want to kiss your sister a little bit, until you realize the truth. Okay. So anyway, basically where was I at? Sifo-Dyas found the Dooku and his sister Jenza. He found them buried under rubble. They were buried under rubble of the Great Assembly after a groundquake caused it to collapse. Now, they don't call it an earthquake in the Star Wars universe because obviously if you said the word Earth, you'd be looked at as a fucking loser, basically. Because what does that even mean? You're making up words. So the long and short of it is the Jedi Masters helped them. They got the debris off. All right, we're going to clear you out. I'm going to open this in just a second. I'm getting right to it. But they helped them out. They got the debris off of them, and they got the two out of them. They got the two out of the debris. And Dooku's father, Gora, confronted Yoda. he was like, "Yo, what are you you're yelling about my son. I hear you chatting about my son." And I'm not that happy about that because I didn't want to see my son again. That's my business. I said fuck you to this little shit. I don't want to see this little booger anymore. And Yoda's yelling about, "Oh, Dooku." You know, I don't want to hear that shit. He's not your son. He's my son. Fuck you. That's basically what he told him. And, you know, Dooku was just like, what? Dooku was, like, I'm sorry, repeat that. And, so Dooku talked to Yoda and he was like, you know, how was I brought into the Jedi Order? I'm not really understanding here. And Yoda was like, okay, Gora contacted the Jedi upon discovering your force sensitivity. He left Dooku outside the castle. You had no clothes. You were a naked ass baby. You had no ID. You know, I don't know how you would have had an ID as a baby. He didn't fucking find a way. No one did. You got left to die. He ditched you. And Dooku was like, whoa, hold up. He left me at the edge, like over there, because that's the edge of the forest. I could have been eaten by a spine wolf in like 2 seconds. Yoda's like, yeah, fucked up. It is, you know, and so the whole situation is fucked. All right, so Dooku and Jenza start doing force communication, kind of like Rey and Kylo, kind of deal. Wait, no, it wasn't like that at all. I think she gave him a communicator. Yeah. No, it wasn't a force thing, so forget I said that. It was a communicator. Honestly, it's better than what Rey and Kylo had because all you have to do is charge the Bluetooth or whatever. You don't have to go like, oh, well, these mystic powers. It's more reliable. So she gave him a communicator, and they're secretly chatting. You know, Dooku and Sifo-Dyas start hanging out, and then they visit the Jedi archives, and they go, "Oh, let's look at the hey, let's be bad boys. Let's start looking at the, you know, dark side artifacts and stuff that they got. You see the Bogan collection over there? Let's check that out. Maybe there's some dark shit in there." So Dooku helps Sifo-Dyas break into the vault, and oh wait, there's a magnetic lock. What do we do about that? No, Dooku, what are you gonna do? I got it. You know, however Christopher Lee talks, and he used sand levitation to get past the magnetic lock, so then they could see the artifacts inside. So that's kind of cool. If you ever have a magnetic lock, just use sand. You know, it's really not that fucking hard. Okay, so later on, basically, Dooku, and guys, hold on 1 second, because I'm gonna open this in 2 seconds, because I'm dying to see. The reason I keep bringing it up, but the reason why I'm so excited about this is because it's got a lightsaber, but it's got a second lightsaber with like a simulated motion blur effect. It's kind of like a triangular thing. Oh, and it is the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. Well, how apropos. We're going to keep talking about Count Dooku. So he had these initiate trials that I guess, you know, a lot of the younglings have to go through. Dooku did those, and he was like, all right, if I kick ass at this, they're going to make me a Padawan. And that's what I want to be. And then you got the teacher, you know, the whole thing, teacher apprentice kind of deal. He was hoping to be Padawan apprentice to Lean Costana. I don't know if I never knew. I've only read it, so I don't know if that's Lene. I think it's Lean Costana, because she was really good at hunting down relics, like dark side relics, and he was just kind of like curious about that. He's like, I want to know what that's all about. No one's talking to me about that. I want to know about that. So they had a Padawan tournament. And Dooku fought, he had to fight Sifo-Dyas. Like, oh shit, they're going to have to duel against each other. And yeah, they're gonna, okay, well, let's turn up the heat. Dooku, one hand behind your back and blindfolded. What do you think now? And he's like, all right, fuck it. 3, 2, 1, fuck it, And he jumps in the ring with Sifo-Dyas, and he beat Sifo-Dyas. But Kostana, she's picking her Padawan apprentice. She goes, all right, I pick Sifo-Dyas. And Dooku's like, what the fuck? I couldn't see anything. I was only one-armed. You're picking Sifo-Dyas? I fucking won. Like, what do I have to do? Fuck. But Dooku was kind of like, he was like bumming around all pissed off. And then Yoda steps in and goes, yo, you don't want to be, you don't want to be her, you don't want to be her fucking apprentice. Fuck that. Be my apprentice. I choose you, Pikachu, And Dooku's like, what? You gotta be kidding me. You're bullshitting me right now. And he's like, no, I'm not fucking with you right now. Fucking with you, I'm not. And so Yoda took Dooku all kinds of places. He took him on a voyage to Last Bane or Last Bon. I don't know how you pronounce it. Again, I see these things in writing, but I don't know how they're. But it was in the Mid-Rim. And that was part of his training. They went on a mission to Kashyyyk. They did all kinds of stuff. So Dooku's friend, Sifo-Dyas, well, are they friends at this now? It was kind of a bitter thing, but they're still friends. He started having a force. Sifo-Dyas is having a force vision. He's like, what? I'm seeing shit. And he starts picturing a deadly solar storm. Okay. And it hits this planet Protobranch. It's just tearing this planet up. And so he goes, yo, I gotta tell the Jedi Council. Okay. Hey, Jedi Council, this planet Protobranch is fucked. I've seen it. Dooku hears about this and he goes, yo, Sifo-Dyas, he's legit. I'm friends with him. And Kostana, you're backing him up? Okay. Yo, Jedi Council, we need to warn that planet. This is not bullshit. We got to warn them. But Yoda was like, nah, dude, don't bring it up. Force visions are not absolute, okay? The future is always in motion. Like, yo. Chill with that. Don't yell about it, And so Dooku is like frustrated and pissed with the council. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying to help. So Dooku, Kostana, and Sifo-Dyas go behind the council's back, and they inform Tavetti, who is a senator who represents Protobranch, and they're like, hey, bro, psst. They don't want me to tell you this, but your planet might be going down the commode real quick. And Dooku, during the conversation, he's telling him this. Dooku's like, what's up with this Tavetti guy? He's like unnerved. And Tavetti is only concerned about Protobranch's resources. Oh no, our resources, we might run out of this, we might run out of that. And the whole time Dooku's going, you don't care about your people? You haven't mentioned your people in the whole conversation. Okay. So Dooku, Kostana, and Sifo-Dyas, they're all like, that was suspect. That was sus as fuck, dude. What do we do? So they tell Yoda. Yoda's like, bitch, you told him? Fuck. All right, let's go to that planet. You're right, it's fishy. I don't think you should have done this, but whatever, it's done. I'll follow you to that planet. Okay, so they go. They go to Protobranch. Sifo-Dyas' vision comes to pass. A solar storm hits Proto Branch, and it wipes out like almost everyone. Guys, I promise we're gonna get this. We're gonna crack this baby open in about 2 seconds. But anyway, so that happens. Sifo-Dyas's vision, it happens. And even those guys, even Sifo-Dyas and Yoda and Kostana and Dooku, they barely survive. And those events kind of shook Dooku's respect for the Republic, I should say, and the Jedi Council, because he's like, yo, this really good Jedi had this vision. You ignored it. It kind of shook his faith in the whole system. Like, are we not in tune with the Force? Like, isn't that what we're supposed to do, is listen to it, obey it? Like, it's kind of on them that all these people died, right? So they should have acted quicker, frankly. So he was also kind of disgusted that the Republic's concern really was with the loss of Proto Branch's resources, not with the inhabitants. So the whole thing was like, yo, what? Like, what is happening? Anyway. So years go by. Dooku is 20. He's about 20 now. So this, see how old he looks on the package? Picture him about 60 years younger than that. So he's like 20 now. And he finds out his mother, Anya, died on Serenno. So he goes to the funeral, and his father, Gora, starts verbally assaulting him, chewing him out, starts physically assaulting him, and he starts calling him a freak. Yeah, my son, the freak. I mean, it's like, what the fuck? I came to the funeral. I'm trying to enjoy this, and it doesn't happen. It just, the whole thing is a shit show. So Dooku joins up with Sifo-Dyas, okay, and Sifo-Dyas' master Kostana, and he hears they're on a mission to track down a relic on Asusto. There's a planet Asusto. Yo, you're gonna track that down? I'll go with you. But on the way there, they get ambushed by this secret dark side sect. Like, whoa, what is this? I did not know about this. Who are these guys? And Dooku gets captured, and they said, we're going to use him as part of this dark side ritual. Okay, what's that all about? Well, it was during that, while he's in captivity, that he experiences all these visions of the future. So Dooku starts seeing shit like, oh, I'm starting to have Force visions. Whoa, I'm seeing all kinds of stuff that hasn't happened. So his captors come back, and he's feeling stronger with the Force than ever. And his captors come back, and they're all egging him on, like, fuck you, you're not going to escape. Eat my ass, eat my shit. Kind of, they're not going to let him go. Dooku is so pissed off, he uses Force lightning for the first time and kills his captors. Yo, dark side. Yo, bitch. Fries their ass. And so at some point during his training, Master Kostana, who Dooku saw as a mentor, used the fictional Darth Sakya as a lesson in order to test the Padawan, and informed Dooku that the fictional Sith that that doesn't exist used a curved hilt lightsaber. Oh yeah, he uses the proper fencing style lightsaber, and that got Dooku interested in it. So anyway, a lot more training happened. Master Kostana threw in his advice every now and then, whatever, but Dooku started taking interest in that style lightsaber. Anyway, Dooku eventually became, well, I'm obviously talking about this guy, and I'm getting excited because we're like 2 seconds away from seeing all the accessories and shit like that. So Dooku eventually became a Jedi Master. And he gained a seat on the Jedi High Council, so that was a big deal. And he eventually would take a Padawan, Rael Averross, And he was going to train him to knighthood, Jedi knighthood. And Dooku he had kind of set aside his first blade and created his own curved hilt lightsaber. And it had a really cool blue blade. Dooku uses lightsaber when him and Yoda, they demonstrated their lightsaber skills to a group of younglings. And one of the younglings was Togorian Jackson. And he was also the main lightsaber instructor for Thranta clan and stuff like that. Okay, so Dooku, he kind of gave help to Mother Talzin of the Night Sisters. I don't know if you guys know about them, but that was like a group of witches out, in the galaxy. He gave Mother Talzin a lock of his hair. And Avaros eventually introduced Dooku to the Naboo senator, Mr. Sheev Palpatine. And that was on Coruscant after Dooku gave an address to the Galactic Senate. So that was kind of the first run-in between him and this dude, Palpatine. So Dooku eventually took a second Padawan after Rael Avaros. And this was a 12-year-old. He took on a 12-year-old Padawan named Qui-Gon Jinn. The night that Qui-Gon Jinn was assigned to him, Qui-Gon presented himself to Dooku, and Dooku observed that, Qui-Gon Jinn is frightened. This guy's scary. Or are you scared? Why are you so spooked, And Qui-Gon Jinn, for like a second, he didn't say anything. He was just like, oh no. He's just sitting there mumbling like a little, just this shrimpy little shit, It's just. So there's like a minute of silence, awkward as hell. And then he said, I am scared. Yeah, I'm scared. And Dooku's like, why? Why are you, why the hell why are you so scared? And Qui-Gon goes, I'm not afraid of Dooku, of you, but I'm afraid of not becoming a Jedi. Like if I fail, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm that scared. What if I'm not worthy? So Dooku is like, dude, what? Chill the fuck out. Chill out, dude. Like, you are afraid of yourself, and you're afraid of a future you don't want. And that's just, you're honestly, you're not needed to do that. You don't need to do that, but I think it's kind of wise that you are like that. And Qui-Gon is like, I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say? And Dooku is like, most Padawans deny their fear. You are admitting it. You're admitting that you know about it. You have self-knowledge of it. So, like, you've got honesty, you've got insight, you've got intelligence. Dude, you fucking rule. Like, you are the coolest fucking 12-year-old in this whole shitty temple. Like, like, I'm glad I want you to be my Padawan. So Qui-Gon's like, okay, thank you, dude. Thanks. Like props. So, Dooku is like, okay, let me take you around the temple. Let's show you around, maybe you'll get kind of more into it, whatever. Okay. So he takes him to the Padawan sparring dojo. All right, check this out. All right, here's the dojo for the Jedi, like full Jedi Knights. This is where they, kind of tear it up. And then let's go to the Great Assembly Room. Okay. Wow. Ooh, shit. Wow. Look at all that. Damn. Whoa. Ooh, whatever. Okay. Their last stop is the Jedi Archives, and they examine holocrons of all the different eras. Okay, just to kind of not to study them, but just kind of so Qui-Gon can learn his way around. Like, okay, now you know where all this stuff is. Okay, but Qui-Gon's looking around and he starts noticing a really old holocron. He's like, "What's that? That one's like all fucking dusty and like crusty, and something's up with that. Like, this is all like muffed up. Like this looks nasty." Dooku's like, "What? I'm sorry, what? Which one was that?" And Qui-Gon's like, "This one, what's all about, what's that all about?" And he shows it to Dooku, and Dooku's like, what? And Qui-Gon's like, why is your face like that? Like, why do you look like you just blew a load? Like, what is that? Like, why are you making faces? And Dooku is like, that is a holocron of Jedi prophecies. Like, you just walked up to it. And Qui-Gon's like, are there Jedi prophecy? Like, are there Jedi prophets? Like, what? You have to fill me in on this. Are there Jedi prophets? And Dooku's like, yeah, there used to be, not anymore. There were mystics, basically, that they sought all this undue knowledge of the future, which led them kind of down dangerous paths. And a lot of them that were drawn too deeply into those, trying to predict everything. They got so into it. A lot of them were tempted by the dark side. Like, that was their only, respite kind of from it. So that whole system is, we shut that shit down, and Dooku kind of finishes by saying that is why the Jedi really don't study. Yeah, they don't study prophecy. So, let's let that be that. Let's leave. Okay. But then Qui-Gon asks Dooku, like, well, even if I just ask about the future, like if I want to know about the future, can that lead to the dark side? And Dooku's like, no. It takes more than that. Okay. Takes a lot more than that. So they train together. Dooku's training Qui-Gon for months. It goes on and on and on and on. The council sent Qui-Gon and Dooku to Shurapak to participate in this battle, which was Qui-Gon's first battle. So this is going to be a big testing ground for him. And when they landed on the surface of the planet, the Dooku's first apprentice, Rael Everos, is there. And Dooku's like, oh shit, this is awkward. Well, there's my first apprentice. Yo, check it out. Here's my new piece, Qui-Gon. So it's kind of weird run-in. So yeah, Qui-Gon eventually, they did that whole thing and they did the battle and all that. Qui-Gon eventually graduates to knighthood. He is a Jedi Knight. And in fact, he's so like beloved and all that stuff. He becomes a master himself. They make him a Jedi master. And he takes a young Padawan of his own, whose name is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay. How many people in the chat have heard of that name? Okay. I want to pause there to open this figure, but I'm not going to because there's a lot more to get to. So Dooku over time was, kind of maintaining contact with Qui-Gon, like all right, we're still gonna talk. It's not like we don't need to hang out every day, but we'll still talk. And Qui-Gon kept just praising Kenobi. Yo, this kid Kenobi that I'm training, he's good. Like, he's real good. Dooku's like, yeah, I get it. You keep talking about this Kenobi kid. Like, I got it. Like, what's your crush on? Like, what is going on here? Like, this is some To Catch a Predator shit. Like, what's your deal? Okay, so time goes on. Dooku is still with the Jedi Order and all that stuff, but he kind of just keeps becoming a little more disillusioned and like, okay, all right, like the Jedi Order, the Republic, the Galactic Senate, they all just kind of keep letting him down. There was that whole situation with the resources on that one planet that got all blown up and all that. What was the planet? Crotch Rod or whatever the planet was called. He just keeps getting disillusioned with their decisions and all that stuff. He eventually returns to his kind of ancestral home with Master Costana and Sifo-Dyas after he heard his sister Jenza plead for help. Jenza's like, yo, come back to this planet. Okay. So he goes and he ends up having to overthrow his brother Ramel, who is the Count of Serenno. This guy, his brother has become Count of Serenno, and he's like, yo, this guy's like causing trouble. This guy's causing a ruckus. Fuck that. Dooku overthrows him, and he becomes the new Count. It's like, hey, you won, so you're technically the new Count. So he has this reclaimed title. And then by doing that too, they're like, yo, you killed your brother. You get this whole family fortune. That's coming your way. Like, you want that family fortune? It's yours. He's like, okay. So it's like one of the largest fortunes in the galaxy. He's like, yeah, I will take it. And then, he's the Count of all this other shit. He's got his own stuff. And now he's rich. Like, now he's loaded. He's got all this stuff. So Dooku is like, you know what? I kind of got a good setup here. He emails Yoda or whatever, and he's like, I'm resigning from the Jedi Order. I'm not. Which makes him, by the way, the 20th member of what they call the Lost 20. And that's like, they kind of bowed out of the situation. Anyway. So he bows out and he says bye to Sifo-Dyas. He goes, hey, we will see each other again, Sifo. Good to see you, but I got to peace out this bitch. So have fun. Okay. So anyway, Dooku's got all this. We're talking about this guy right here. I'm going to open this. Actually, I should open it after I read this. So when he's got all this newfound wealth and power and all that, I really want to make sure I get this out. So Dooku's kind of like, do I need a public life? Like, I can just kind of do my own thing. No one needs to, like, what do I have to do publicly? Like, I'm just going to mind my own business. So he had all this wealth, all this power, and he kind of disappeared from public life. And a lot of people thought, like, oh, did he go into exile or, maybe he's doing like, people are like, I know this guy. Like, this guy was all like legit. He had a couple apprentices. That's kind of cool. I bet he is doing an offshoot of the Jedi Order. Like, he's going to do his own version because he kind of had some beef with the other one. I think he's going to do his own version. Anyway, during this period, Dooku gets approached by this other homeboy, and he's like, yo, I'm Darth Sidious. Hi, nice to meet you. My bro, this guy named Darth Maul, just got his ass kicked. This guy got kicked down a fucking hole, cut in half, the works. This guy had the works done on him. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? That your friend got cut in half? Are you bullshitting me right now? Show me his fucking, where's his dick? Like, what's, show me, what's up. And Darth Sidious is like, trust me, this guy's fucked up. So I could use, like, basically, I could use like a right-hand man. Replace this guy. That guy's gone. He's like, oh, really? And so yeah. He's like, I really need a counterpart to lead a separatist movement. Like, I really could use that. And, Sidious knew the Count had frustration with the Galactic Republic. He knew he had that. So he kind of used that and was like, wouldn't you want to, aren't you sick of the Republic? Like, yo, join me and fuck this Republic. Like, we'll crumble that shit up. Like, join me and do it. Yeah. What's your team? Oh, my team. It's the Sith. It's the Sith. You know about the Sith? Yeah. Well, that's what we're going to do, is take down the Republic. Like, why do you want the Republic? I don't see any good reason for you to not join the Sith. And Dooku was like, yeah, I want to get rid of the corruption that kind of plagues the Republic. And I have money and power. I've got all that. And more power would honestly help me do the trick here. So yeah, you know what? Let's do it. And Sidious is like, okay, cool. By the way, do you mind if I call you Darth Tyranus? And Dooku was like, fuck it. So all right, Darth Tyranus. That's like your new name now. Okay, sick. All right. So about a decade after kind of accepting the original offer, Dooku kind of helped his new master implement a lot of the groundwork that was necessary to begin the Clone Wars. Like, that was the big thing they wanted to do, get done. And the most important project in that was, of course, creating a clone army intended for the Republic to use during this planned war. And he kind of wanted to play these sides. He was like, hey, we'll set this up to happen. I know we can. And I could do it real sneaky like, So he wanted to give that side of it a stronger layer of legitimacy and kind of hide his own involvement. And so he gets in touch with his old friend. Remember, he said he would talk, they would hang out and chill and whatnot. He said, yo, Sifo-Dyas, remember me? Sifo-Dyas is like, what? What's up, dude? Like, I have a long time no talk. Like, where did you go? Like, what's going on with you? I haven't seen you in a million years, man. Like you're looking hot, man. Like, what's up? And Dooku, he's like, how come they're calling you Tyrannus now? Oh, no. Oh, don't worry. That's just a cute nickname. Me and my boy, we got like a fun kind of nickname, but don't worry about that. Anyway, yo, you should create an army for the Republic. Just throwing this out there. I'm just throwing this out there. Feel free to shoot it down. I think you should make an army for the Republic. And that can be held in reserve in case there's a civil war. Wouldn't that be a good idea, don't you think? And Sifo-Dyas was kind of troubled by the political situation in the Republic. The Republic was in dire straits at that point. If you consider what was going on during the prequel era, they were all just like, kind of like, oh shit, like, we're all at each other's throats. Like, what's going on? So Sifo-Dyas, yeah, he was kind of concerned about that. So he was like, yeah, you know what? I don't know if anyone else here is down with that, but I feel you. We're good friends. That's good advice. I'm going to go to Kamino and I'll tell him to do it. Okay. So, he went to Kamino. He told him, yo, make that clone army here. Yo, don't worry. My credit's good here. Here's a blank check. Just make the army, do the army, do a clone army. That shit's tight. Like, do it. But then Dooku wanted to make sure that Sifo-Dyas was going to stay silent about the army and not let him know, like, hey, this is just between you and me, 50-50, hopscotch. We don't need to talk to the council about that. Just start that army and then you got it. And then you're going to look like the hero if they need the army. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, that's good. All right. Okay, I won't. Don't tell anybody. We don't need to. Okay, but Dooku was like, this fucker better not tell anybody. I swear to God, this guy, we can't risk him blabbing about this. So Dooku reaches out to Lom Pike of the Pike Syndicate and said, hey, yo, straight, I hate to do this, but murder Sifo-Dyas. Fuck that guy. Fuck his day up, basically. Next time he goes on a mission, you see that little rinky-dink shuttle that he uses? Shoot it down. Next time you see that shuttle, bang, bang, JFK shit. Just do it. So, Lom Pike is like, you got it. All right. Money's right. Yeah. Cash is smelling good. Let's do it. PayPal me. And so they do it. And then they bring Dooku Sifo-Dyas' body. Like, here's the body. Like, now you control the situation. But the one thing that Dooku did not know was that the Pikes, they captured Chancellor Valorum's aide, Silman, and they imprisoned him as kind of insurance against betrayal by Dooku. They're like, we got this guy. Just in case Dooku pulls some shit, we got Silman over here. We're gonna do some shit to him if. So Dooku, Sidious is like, hey Dooku, I got some plans for you. Go to Solist and go there and discuss like an alliance between the Sorasub Corporation and us. Go do a talk over there. Whatever. And Dooku was actually there. He was actually really looking for the Caldana Syndicate. Okay, so he's touring around Solus cities and stuff like that, and then Dooku meets this new Jedi Knight, Jackson. You remember Jackson from earlier, and gets invited to dinner with him and Representative Cap Clip. Dooku lets Sidious know, hey, I didn't know I was going to this dinner with this Jedi Knight guy. Like, I don't know what's going on. What should I do? Like, yo, Sidious, I don't know what to do in this situation. And Sidious is like, hey, find out why Jackson's there. Why is this Jedi Knight asshole here in the first place? Who invited him to the dinner? So, okay, I'll figure it out. So, they do the dinner. They eat like, they have turkey or pork or whatever. They have a turducken, whatever they eat. They eat that, and then Dooku follows Jackson and finds out about there is a mission where they want to learn about the Caldana Syndicate. They want to investigate that. And Dooku's like, well, yo, Jackson, I'll help you. I'll help you. Like, you're, secretly he's thinking, okay, this guy wants to investigate the syndicate I want to get involved with. This guy, does he want to take him down? I need to learn more about this. So, okay, I'll follow Jackson. So they make their way to the syndicate's base, and Dooku and Jackson discovered that the syndicate was smuggling weapons. They were smuggling weapons, and suddenly they're surrounded by the syndicate's gang. Oh shit. Did not know about this. Okay. So Dooku and Jackson fight these gangster guys, and they beat them. Of course, they're great. They're really good. So they defeat them all, and then there's surviving gangsters, and Dooku's like, yo, all these gangster guys, yo, look at me, eyes on me, yeah? See this Jedi Jackson that I'm with? Yeah? Check this out. He gets that floppy dick lightsaber, and Jackson's dead. He kills Jackson. And he goes, all you guys see that? See what I did? That's the kind of shit I do. And so he makes a deal with the Syndicate. They're like, I like this fucking guy. Dooku, this guy's like a bang up. I got a man crush on this guy. I'm liking Dooku. So he makes a deal with them, and then he flies away. He leaves Solist. And then on one of the moons of Bogdan, he starts researching, like, he hears, oh, I gotta, they're making that clone army. They're asking, I'm getting all these emails about, like, they need a better template for, the clone situation. Like, who should we clone? Like, what do we do? So when he's on the moon of Bogdan, he runs into this dude, a bounty hunter named Jango Fett. And he's like, excuse me, are you busy for a little bit? Like, what are you up to? And Jango Fett's like, no, I've got a pretty packed calendar, and he's like, clear your shit. Tell you what, I've got a fortune. I've got so much money under my mattress. I will pay the shit out of you and, put you up in a nice ass hotel. Like, I'll do all this stuff if we can clone you and make an army and, like, keep you there and do all this shit. You don't have to worry about all these bounties. You can just fucking rake it in sitting in that nice Camino hotel. And Jango Fett's like, yeah, maybe, but I kind of feel like it's kind of weird you're making all these clones. Can you just make an unaltered clone? And, like, I can have a son. I can just have a son that so I have a sense of normalcy. I get, I always wanted a son, but I don't want to deal with any of this wife shit. You know what I mean? Like, just make me an unaltered clone, and that'll be part of my payment too. And so it's like, okay, Dooku's like a little weird, but okay, I'll do it. Sure, sounds good. So Dooku and Darth Sidious had the clones outfitted with biochips in their brains that would, just in case anything went wrong later on, they could flip a switch and trigger a protocol that would cause the clones would know to murder the Jedi. Like, they kept that in their back pocket. Like, okay, chip all these clones, do it. And during that time, Count Dooku recruited another fallen Jedi. Because he realized, like, I need like an assassin. I'm always looking for people to kill. I need like an assassin I can count on. So he's like, okay, I need another. Okay, there's a fallen Dathomirian Jedi over. I could definitely use that. Asajj Ventress is her name, and he's like, yo, be my Sith apprentice, okay? She's like, all right, tight. So this guy had an apprentice, and I'm really excited to check this out. So let's just get to it. You know what's crazy, in all honesty? Years after Dooku had disappeared, Qui-Gon starts noticing, wait, Dooku is showing up again. I thought Dooku was gone. Like, this is fucking nuts. What's going on? So he enters the public eye in this spectacular fashion. He commandeers a Republic HoloNet station. HoloNet is like better version of the internet. And he delivers this fucking incredible speech. He delivers this awesome speech. And he totally shits on the corruption and the shortcomings of the Republic. And, you're in a galaxy where a lot of the outer and mid-rim systems are kind of, losing it under all the ineffectiveness and the corrupt bureaucracy and all that stuff going on in the Republic. So Dooku gives the speech, and people are like, I hate to say it, but homeboy is not wrong. Like, I'm getting sick of all the Republic, all the infighting, all of this, all of that. So Dooku's speech kind of starts this whole thing like, yo, maybe it's time for a separatist movement. Yeah, sounds good. So he starts meddling in the affairs of all these planets. He starts supporting anti-republic groups, and there's worlds like Ryloth where he starts interfering in the political processes, and he does that on Kashyyyk and Onderon and all these other ones. And he starts to kind of rally systems and corporations to his cause, and they kind of create basically something called the Confederacy of Independent Systems. Okay. And he takes every opportunity, to kind of like get that going. And, and they're all negotiating with Palpatine and all that stuff. So leading up to the Clone Wars, Dooku also met up with the governor of Eriadu, whose name was Wilhuff Tarkin. Tarkin, interesting. Some of you Star Wars nuts might know that name. Okay, so he's like, yo, Wilhuff, join the Separatist movement. What are you doing right now? You busy? Join the Separatist movement. Okay. Check this out. Yo, Governor, war is inevitable. That is not... There's no chance we do not... The movie's called Star Wars, okay? There's no way there's not going to be a war, bitch. So we've seen, we need a lot of support for, the Outer Rim is really powerful. We got them, like, just join us, However, these meetings were actually a way for Palpatine, Mr. Sheev Palpatine, to test Tarkin's loyalties. It was a little bit of a test. And Tarkin said, nah, I remain firm to the Republic. I stick with the Republic. But Dooku, he promises the Trade Federation Viceroy Gunray, he says, yo, I got a promise for you. I will assassinate Senator Amidala. How's that sound? You hate her, right? You hate her. Yo, Gunray, I'll do it. Sign my treaty, and I will knock her down a fucking hole. What do you think? And Gunray is like, yeah, sounds good. So he accepts it, and so Dooku dispatches Jango Fett. Yo, I know where Amidala sleeps. Kill her. Let her have one last dream, and then pop. So that's where she's... Okay. Okay, so... Jango Fett fails. He has a shit plan. Jango Fett is like... He asks... oh, hey, yo, have this shapeshifter chick do it, and then she has a bunch of worms do it. It doesn't work. The whole plan sucks. Sucks ass. So it's like, yo, Jango, you failed. What are you doing? But Dooku was able to have the Trade Federation, the Banking Clan, the Techno Union, the Commerce Guild, and the Corporate Alliance all sign his treaty. They all meet up on Geonosis, and he's like, yo, sign this, and we're good. And we're going to formalize the Confederacy of Independent Systems. How does that sound? And they're like, all right, yeah, sounds good. I mean, Jango fucked up. I don't know about that, but, you've proven that you've proven you're strong. So, yeah, we'll do it. Okay. And Dooku's like, hey, not only are we strong, all our combined forces, the Jedi and the Republic can't do shit. Like they wish. They wish. So because of this failed assassination, Sorry, my mom's texting me. So this failed assassination, they're like, okay, the Jedi Knights and all those guys are like, what just happened? What's going on with Amidala, dude? So they have it investigated by Obi-Wan Kenobi. This guy rules. I love this guy. Have him investigate, and he tracks Jango Fett to Geonosis. And again, that's where Dooku was meeting with all those dudes. And Obi-Wan listens to them all pledging their allegiance. He's like, what? Are you fucking serious? Are you kidding me? Ew! But he gets captured by the droidicas, like they fucking unroll and they get him. And, but before they do, Obi-Wan does transmit his findings back to the Republic. And they're like, what the fuck is happening? What? I can't, this can't be real. Obi-Wan's locked up and Dooku visits him in his cell. Hey, remember me? You were the one Qui-Gon was all jizzing his pants over. I heard about you all the time. I'm fucking tired of hearing about you. But I'm going to come visit you because maybe you're going to be dead in a minute. I might as well say hi. What's up? And he acts shocked. Oh, I can't believe they captured you. Oh, no. Oh. He's all acting. And he asks, hey, so why were you on Geonosis? And he talks about, Qui-Gon, if he was alive, would have joined my movement because of all my findings. Because I found out there's a Sith in control of the Senate. What do you think about that? And Obi-Wan's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you old bitch. Like, you don't even know what you're saying. You don't know anything. You're an old ass man babbling. What are you talking about? Sith in control of the Senate. What are you talking about? And Dooku is like, well, I'm telling the truth. Why don't you join me? We'll overthrow Darth Sidious. How's that sound? And Obi-Wan's like, fuck you. Fuck your ass. Get out. Dooku's like, all right, tried to told you. And he leaves. So then they go to the Geonosis arena, and guess what? They already captured Queen Amidala and Anakin Skywalker, the apprentice of Obi-Wan Kenobi. So they get Amidala, Skywalker, and Kenobi in the arena. And they're like, good, we're going to kill these little shits. Like, these little young little shits, they're going to tell us how to run everything. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. They're being all like, okay, boomer. Well, fuck those kids. Like, they don't know anything, and I shouldn't have to wear a mask at any store and, whatever. So they have those kids, unleash the monsters. They're going to fuck their day up, kill those kids, eat them like a snack, These millennial Jedis have to go. And then all of a sudden, what? Did I just hear something? Did I just hear a bad motherfucker walk through the doorway? What's that? Is that? Yup, it's Mace Windu. Mace Windu shows up and he says, this party's over. And the whole Jedi assault team shows up. I'm talking even Coleman Trebor is there. All right, let's wrap this shit up, boys. Oh, shit. Oh, this is going to be a blowout. They show up to get the kids that are captured. Yeah, we're here to protect them. Yeah. Mace Windu gets outnumbered by battle droids, though. Oh, shit. The Techno Union brought all these droids. Oh, no. Ah! You know, bad shit. And then Dooku watches as the Jedi gets surrounded on the arena floor. Oh, things are going good. I told you, all our combined efforts, Jedi aren't going to stand a chance. So he says, yo, I'll spare your lives if you surrender. Yo, fucker, up here. Yeah, see me? I'll spare your life if you surrender. How's that sound? Better lighting over here. Okay, that's good. He's like, okay. So how's that sound? What do you guys think? Windu goes, fuck you! All right. And Dooku's like, I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to do it. And again, we're talking about this guy right here, Dooku. He says, he goes, yo, all right. And he does the gladiator like shit. He goes, kill all the Jedi in the arena. Do it. And then, all right, we're going to do it. All of a sudden, Yoda is flying in on a fucking helicopter. He's got a combat chopper. Yo, we got the clone army from Kamino. I just found out there was a clone army here. Can you believe this shit? Fuck you. And they just blow out. Bang, bang, bang. I mean, they are like all out. It is full on Gatman and Robin in that arena. They are just on. It's the Valentine's Day massacre, and Dooku is overseeing everything, just like, what? And he assures everyone that, yo, hey, my master is not going to let the Republic get away with this invasion. Don't worry about it. But then he retreats. Dooku, for the first time, just retreats like a little bitch. Just like, and he retreats. But before he leaves, he gets the designs to the ultimate weapon that these Geonosian guys have been working on. The Archduke Poggle the Lesser says, yo, don't forget, this is what we've been working on for you, and we have the plans for it. Take that with you. And he's like, tight, thanks. And he puts the USB in his pocket, and he flies away. He escapes on a speeder with an escort. He's got 2 Geonosian fighters. He gets pursued for a little bit by Kenobi and Skywalker, but he flies to his secret hangar, but all of a sudden, Kenobi and Skywalker are right there. Oh. He goes, yo, Skywalker, you're a little shit. You don't know anything. He does force lightning. And then he fights Obi-Wan Kenobi and overpowers him and wounds him. He hits his shoulder, his leg, lightsaber. Oh, he's fucked up. So Dooku prepares to make his killing move. But then Skywalker comes in and leaps into battle. And then Dooku cuts off Skywalker's right arm. All right, well, I guess that's that. What is that? What is that little fuck? Is there like a rat down that hallway? What is that? I keep hearing something coming down that hallway, and I don't understand what it is. There's some little fucking goblin or something. What is that? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's Yoda. It's Yoda. Dooku is like, oh fuck. Yoda is the Jedi Master. What? So he uses Force Lightning on Yoda. All right, fuck this guy. Uh-oh, nope. Yoda just goes, oh, is that Force Lightning? Let me tuck that in my back pocket. That's leftovers for breakfast tomorrow. Oh, shit. What am I going to do? I just threw lightning at him and he shoved it in his fanny pack. I don't even know how to do this now. What am I doing? All right. I only have one chance to do this. I'm going to pull my lightsaber out. And he's got his fencing style lightsaber. And he goes, Yoda. Fight me with a lightsaber. Because he's thinking, this little frogman has probably got a 1-incher. You know, oh, okay. Yeah, get that out. Get out your little chapstick container lightsaber. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it. And then Yoda goes, oh, you want to? Yeah? All right, let's fucking do it. Yoda gets his lightsaber. It's full. It's like, you know, not full size, but it's big enough. It's got it where it counts. And it's like, oh, we're really doing this. And then Yoda gets in that fight like Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. I mean, he is like a buzzsaw from hell. He's like the Tasmanian devil just around Dooku. And Dooku's like, oh, shit. Oh, what is happening? Oh, my God, what is happening? And they're fighting. And then Yoda just comes down. And in one full stroke, fucking immediately saws that green lightsaber through Count Dooku's head. His head goes flying like a football down the hallway. Anakin is barely awake. Obi-Wan is barely awake. They're pinned under the wreckage. And they look at Yoda and they go, we just saw you do that. What? You just killed that guy. The Jedi way is to find peace and justice and safety. And you just cut his fucking head off. And Yoda is like, you saw that? And Obi-Wan is like, yes, I have eyes. I saw you do it. And then Yoda goes, I have to take care of this my way. And Yoda gets in his fucking pod or whatever and flies off. And he's like, I can't believe they saw me do that. And from 50 miles above the atmosphere of Geonosis, he goes, all right, is the Clone War army, is the Clone Army still with me? They're listening to this? Fuck it. And he hits a button, and those clones remember the chip that was in their head? Yoda hacked it. And they go, what? Listen to Yoda? Got it. And they all hit the button at the same time, and they fucking nuke Geonosis. No survivors. Everyone is eradicated. And Yoda is looking at the rim of the galaxy, and just this wave of fire and just brimstone. It looks like hell itself staring back at Yoda. And he says the famous line. He said, he looks at all of that. It looks like hell itself is smiling back at him. And he says, that's why you stick with the Jedi and you don't go to the Sith. You bitch ass motherfucker. Deuces. And he goes, and he flies off. And they're supposed to complete that in Revenge of the Sith, but it never came out because that's the famous unreleased chapter because Disney bought it. Anyway, here is... Shit. Fuck. It broke.